Hi, here's a short review of my two Strandberg Plini models. One is the kind of, original spec one that I bought a few years ago. This one is super cool, bolt-on construction, chamber body with carves, a very thin Australian blackwood veneer over a solid maple top, all over a swamp ash body. Which makes it really super light and very resonant and snappy. As I said, super light. I did change the pickups with some Seymour Duncan pickups that I'm not sure I really like or prefer versus the original. I was looking for a bit of more of a hard rock sound, which I didn't really get in the end. So I might go back to the original Sur, classic version. And I had changed the knob because I really don't like the original Strandberg knob. Seems a bit cheap. At the same time, I'm not sure I like even this wooden one. But anyway, I think it has a... what's the fretboard? Fretboard on the original model, it's... I have no clue. But it has, EGS series tremolo bridge, anodized hardware, lumin side dots here, just on the side. Let me see if I find the specs of the neck of the fretboard. Yeah, it's a 20 fretboard radius, so super flat, ebony fretboard with the signature nice, moon Plini inlay at the 12th fret. So again, super cool guitar. I really like it. I'm not sure when I changed the pickups to this kind of harder, a bit more aggressive Seymour Duncans, I got what I wanted. Actually, they sound very close and a bit like choked on this guitar. So I might go back to the original ones. As I said, really cool guitar. Very, very light, very comfortable to play. Nothing to say. But then recently I was very happy to see the new version of the Plini model, which has some different changes, a few changes here and there that makes it potentially more what I wanted to get from this guitar. So looking at the specs, it has a bolt-on construction again with a new sculpted heel joint. Let's see the difference. That's the new one, very smooth and roundish, and this was the old one, which was a bit more blocky in a way, still round but less sculpted. What else? It's a chambered mahogany with carves, so mahogany, and it definitely translates into a more soft, kind of a softer attack that I could immediately notice. It has a solid maple top still, so kind of resonant. It really pops out, especially on the bridge pickup. It's that classic mahogany plus maple top combination. And it's the finish is called a midnight black satin. It's actually really nice and it looks very modern, as many Strandberg things. So it's a black, but also with some very tiny sparkle around it. On it. Signature here, Strandberg Plini signature. On the old one, it was just saying Bowden, right? What I'm not sure I like is this added kind of, control cover whatsoever. It looks a bit cheap, honestly, and it does get, a bit dusty almost, it seems. So, I don't know, not a big fan of that. I think also the knob changed. I think these new ones, I like them better. 3-position switch on both. Of course, on this one I have the original pickups, which is a Sur kind of tele pickup, and I think it's another Sur. I got the version with a Sur SSH, I think, kind of a high power, nice open rock pickup. Manufactured in Indonesia. Let's see, what do they say on the other specs, if something else changes. Okay, this is a Pro Rev 7 tremolo, so slightly different, apparently. Not sure I can see the difference. though. But probably, you know, after a few years, of course, they improved the design. The tremolo arm on these ones, it's not the best looking. Again, I wished there was something a bit more comfortable and less basic. But you know, it's really nice. You can you know, set it up exactly the way you want. You can block it here with the tiny screw and put it in place where it doesn't, you know, bug you or distract you from playing. The logo here, the Plini inlay at the 12th fret, is also in luminlay, so it does shine very nicely yeah, during the night. I saw it yesterday. I was playing a bit in the dark, and yeah, it's cool. At the same time, this one looks kind of more classy. This is a bit greenish, so I don't know. And then what else do we have? I think also the fretboard changes. In fact, it's a mahogany neck and with a carbon fiber reinforcement, endure neck profile on both, and it's a rich light fretboard. So yeah, rich light, like again, Gibson style versus the ebony. Yeah, you can definitely see this is ebony wood. With a bit of grain. It's very dark, but it has a bit of grain. And here's the profile we know and love from Strandberg. It's a bit darker, of course, yeah. It's actually a really nice looking wood on the back of the neck. Yeah, what do they sound like? I did record a small clip that I'm gonna share here. I would say, again, as I said, the new one is definitely a bit more Gibson inspired, a bit more soft on the attack. Very nice to play, both of them. And again, in terms of sounds, I really like the extra kind of flexibility, versatility that the Sur tele pickup gives here at the neck. It's more my kind of sounds, where, you know, you can do a lot of clean stuff, more open pop rock, let's say, things on the neck and middle, and then when you go to the bridge, it's really, you know, you get this bump and this extra attack, very rock, very, you know, open solo kind of lead or rhythm sounds. On the old one, as I said, it was a bit more kind of a more choked, closed sound, in my opinion, and a bit less versatility, right, with the two humbuckers, in my opinion, in terms of genre. You had kind of a very high, pretty high output on the two pickups, and then in the middle position it really dropped down, you know, very thin sound. You know, you could still do a lot of things with the old model, but I feel this is more, you know, fits better what I play, which is a bit more kind of alternative, yeah, atmospheric kind of music. But again, it's two super great guitars, right? What else can I say? The playing position actually changes a bit, because you see there's this upper part of the guitar shape with the strap holder placed on the back on the original one, while it's in the more kind of tele, traditional or Strat guitar position on the new one. So it does change quite a bit the structure and the kind of overall feeling of the two guitars. This one tends to stay in a way more tight to your body, I feel, and this one is a bit more like a regular experience that you would get from a tele, kind of, right? Anyway, the two guitars are really both very comfortable to play, very, very light. Actually, the old one was, I think, like a couple 100 grams lighter than the new one, but we're speaking, you know, really very short, very, very small differences, and both are extraordinarily light. I will put the exact weight in a picture in a second. Last thing that I wanted to review is the two different gig bags. Strandberg, you know, sells their guitars with these really nice proprietary gig bags. You know, they're very compact, comfortable. They fit the guitar perfectly. Of course, they were designed for their guitars. This is the older version with an external pocket and a more like triangular shape. I don't know how to say, this kind of shape. Really nice. It does have the, the things to carry the guitar directly on the back. You cannot kind of hide them away, but it's still very comfortable, right? And protects the guitar really well. And it's a tad smaller. And it has a nice Swedish flag. On the new one, again, Swedish flag, a bit more hidden. It does kind of look and feel a bit more soft, let's say, gives a bit more protection to the guitar, also because of these things here, that the old one didn't have at all. So it makes it a bit thinner, the old one, versus the new one. But this one seems to be a bit more protective. And at the same time, you can also, tuck away here in this compartment the things to carry it. Basically, you're supposed to take it most of the time here on the handles. And if you want to use it more as a backpack, you just open this up and you get the straps here. It also has a nice feature for those, in not very welcoming climates or when it rains. You can actually, I think, cover the guitar in this protective green thing so it doesn't get wet. And it has a small, secret pocket here, which could be nice. So, overall a bit more stylish, so to say, guitar, a bit more flexible in a way and protective. The only thing I don't really like is this thing on the inside where you're supposed to put the guitar back in shape and with a kind of strap, and you have the internal pocket. You have actually two internal pockets. One is open here. You can put some stuff there and it will also protect the guitar, right? So not exactly sure what you can put here, not to damage the guitar, but it is a bit there is a bit of kind of protection between whatever you put in here and the actual guitar, which goes here. And then you also have a larger pocket with a zip, where they put, of course, all the content. Comes with a, what's this? Oh, save your ears. Okay, I guess it's some kind of ear protection. Of course, you get the tremolo arm, a tool, multi-tool. And it's all, again, nicely closed in here. Just don't really like the fact that you put stuff in the same compartment where you also put the guitar, but it does fit in very nicely. And you can, really keep in place the guitar with this system, because actually when you open the gig bag, the guitar will tend to fall down or fall out. So that's why I guess they put this thing in place. But again, super nice guitars. Here you can hear the short sample. It's just a very simple thing I recorded to get an idea of the two sounds. Extraordinary guitars. I really like the Strandberg stuff. And I'm gonna decide which of these guitars I will keep. Maybe both, I don't know. For sure, I will go back to the original configuration here with the two Sur pickups. Hope you like it. Thanks again, have a listen, and hit like if you like this video. Thanks again.